Welcome back. In today's video, we're exploring the darkest corners of the forest with 35 most disturbing forest findings caught on camera. Prepare to be shocked and intrigued as we uncover eerie discoveries and unsettling encounters that will make you question what lurks beyond the trees. Let's dive in. Prepare yourself for a shock as this unusual animal is revealed. You would think that is just a regular forest rabbit. A man, while taking a walk in the forest, capturing beautiful views, notices an animal that looks odd. He tries to identify the animal by zooming the camera closer, moving towards it to observe clearly. Then, the animal starts to hop, and the man suspects it to be a kangaroo. The animal abruptly pauses and turns around while standing slightly upright. You can see the typical kangaroo's short limbs, the tail, and other kangaroo features. It really is a kangaroo. Where could it have come from? This is so strange and dark. Something is hidden in the snow. What was found buried is very shocking.
In a haunted forest, and I stumble upon...
This man came across something. As he was walking in a snowy forest, he was cut by the terrible smell in a particular part of the forest.
There's dead deer wrapped in something, and it smells so bad. There's fresh blood. Look away if you guys can't witness this.
It was a dead deer, covered in blood and wrapped in something similar to a nylon sheet. It looks like it had been shot.
What is wrong with people? Why would you put a deer in a tarp, bury it in snow? It's blood. Oh, I can't breathe.
The camera is zoomed closer to it for a clearer view. You can see the head shape of the deer. Some body parts are also missing. It didn't decay probably because of the freezing snow, but it smells. Who could have done this? You are about to watch the most scary and unsettling clip. Brace yourself as we find out what's happening in the dark shadows of the forest. Just by a tree, in this dark forest, we can see very faintly something wiggling with a strange sound. Oh wow, it begins to get clearer. It's in a white cloth. The face is barely visible. It's a ghost. It stands up straight, still wiggling, its hands and feet looking like they are not joined to its body. The ghost begins to move closer and faster. The viewer can't move. He's shouting, trying to run. But he can't. What do you think happened after? Imagine you found something lurking in between a tree and a dark forest. What would you do? See what was found in this forest. A man noticed something strange on a tree. He focused his torchlight on the tree to check what exactly it is.
¿Cuál es tu nombre? Aguas, compa, bájala, bájala, bájala de ahí, bájala de ahí.
It begins to creep out of the hole. It's in a white cloth, and its hair is like that of a ghost. With the man still focusing on the strange thing, we can see it become more visible, and it begins to make creepy sounds and laugh hysterically. It pauses, then continues to talk in a strange language. It must be a ghost or a witch. Would you keep standing there if it was you? In a rural area, walking on forest paths is almost unavoidable. Does this mean scary encounters can't be avoided too? Find out what was seen on this forest path.
Bodies, or what is left of them. Remains of children, men.
Skeletal remains of human bodies of men, women, and children are found in the forest of this rural community.
Police in the southern Nigerian state of Abia believe they were taken hostage.
It is reported that kidnappers took advantage of the silent forest area and kidnapped these individuals.
Those who could not were killed. Their vital organs, like eyes,
Those individuals whose families could pay the ransom were released, and those who couldn't be killed, leading to decayed bodies and skeleton parts. There's an eerie feeling that more bodies are still hidden in this forest. Mysterious things really do happen, and mystical places do exist. What happened in this clip will make you believe this. This is a video of a normal forest environment with trees and grasses until the trees begin to lift up the ground on their own. It's going up and it's down again. As if it's not enough that it is rising, it's going back down. It's going up again and down. It is even moving in a swirl motion. The view is astonishing. It looks like the earth is breathing in and out. What in the world is this wonder? Is the forest dangerous? Should we stop taking beautiful forest walks? If you are someone who likes capturing beautiful nature views while strolling in the forest, these thoughts will definitely come to your mind from now on. With the gun shooting out at nothing in particular, you would think it's a shooting game. From the barking sound, it's obvious there's a dog somewhere. The sound is getting closer, which means the dog is coming closer too. It's getting clearer, but that doesn't look like a dog. No way! That's a bear. It's chasing the dog. No wonder the dog keeps barking. The bear notices the man, and it's coming in his direction. He sees the gun and then moves in another direction. The gun just might have saved this man from getting mauled by that bear. What do you do when you are in a life and death situation? Find out what this man did.
Go away! Go away! No! No!
This man is recording and he sees a lion. The lion stares for a second, then it starts to pursue the man in a very hilarious and weird manner. The lion's limbs are scattered all over the place. Even with this, it's still quite fast. The lion reduces its pace, probably reconsidering its attack or calculating how to get the man. Then suddenly, it increases its pace again, in a funny way.
Holy, come on, dude. I don't feel like that.
The lion must be really contemplating because it reduces its pace again. The man, still scared and tired from the chase, decides to climb a tree to save his life. Would you risk carrying a dangerous wild animal because it's still a baby? Watch these men do something crazy. 2 leopard cubs were found lying in a sugarcane field, and then 2 men who were rather excited than scared picked them up. The villagers are gathered, watching in awe, because a leopard cub is not a sight you see every day. The forest department team came to pick the cubs up. Where did they come from? Since a large sugarcane field looks like a forest, it should not be much of a surprise. But what's a leopard doing in a sugarcane field? Some creatures would make you rethink your decision to take forest walks or to pick nature wild documentary as a career. Watch this. A large black snake is captured coiled around a tree trunk in a forest. It appears to be thick-bodied. It is tightly wrapped around the tree, probably waiting for its prey or resting. The environmental features make it easy for the snake to camouflage. There's another one, coiled around the tree. It's well camouflaged and hard to spot. While we take our time to appreciate nature, we can't forget how scary, strange, and dangerous these things can be. No one would like to see a natural, peaceful environment destroyed, but see the devastating results of the war on this once beautiful landscape. This video shows the aftermath of a disastrous event. A lush, vibrant forest has been reduced to a desolate landscape. Tall, majestic trees that once offered shelter and life reduced to burnt, dry sticks and rich vegetation, reduced to an empty area of ash and debris. It clearly highlights the devastating effects of fires and deforestation on our natural environment, reminding us of the fragility of our ecosystems and the urgent need to protect and preserve our forests. What is more painful than a disastrous forest? Find out in this video. The death of wildlife creatures. See the tragic consequences of a wildfire. Small creatures and forest animals lie lifeless as victims of the intense flames. The once lively forest, filled with the sounds of wildlife, is now eerily silent. The fire not only destroyed the habitat, but also took countless lives. This sad scene shows how truly disastrous wildfires are for biodiversity. From a green, lush forest to dry and lifeless. How devastating. Something should be done already about these wildfires. A strange forest is definitely more preferred than this. Pure horror. This is definitely an act of heartless person. We can't blame this on the forest now. See what was discovered in a shallow grave. A piece of lungs is lying on the clothes in that shallow grave. What a smelly, irritating sight. It is captured for investigation purposes. The police officer picks up the organ and puts it back inside the nylon, where it was taken out from. The clothes are said to be women's clothing. Is this a ritual or the brutal killing of a woman? This is so scary. The investigations better be properly done. If you ever thought blood comes from only humans and animals, you might want to reconsider. This discovery will shock you. I was shocked too. The mysterious sight of blood on a tree raises suspicion, and many questions since trees are not known to bleed. A knife is used to cut through the tree, and it looks like actual skin was cut. The layer now visible is very similar to the whitish layer exposed when the skin cuts open. What's more shocking is that there's blood. To make sure that it's not an illusion, the knife is used to cut another section of the tree, and blood is really flowing. Would you consider this an exciting camping experience? Imagine waking up to the sound of rustling outside your tent, then you unzip the flip, and you realize that some dangerous friends have come to say hello. These campers experience just that. Some guys go camping near a gator lake, and after a thrilling experience, they wake up and unzip the tent flip, only to find that they are surrounded by alligators. How do they handle this situation? The alligators do not look harmful, but you never can tell. They are wild creatures. If I was in this situation, I would create a back door if there was none. Can you turn a blind eye to an animal being mistreated? Watch this poor animal be badly treated just so the dog can get his training. This is such a controversial training method. A piglet is being used to train a hunting dog, and its cries are heartbreaking. You can feel the pain it's going through. Despite the distressing sounds, the man in the video continues with the training. This scene raises questions about the ethics of using live animals for training purposes. It's a difficult watch. The piglet is really helpless, as it's chained and cannot escape. The trainers finally try to separate the two animals, but the grip of the dog is too strong. Why use the helpless piglet in the first place? Thankfully, the dog is kind enough to let go. Hidden among the dark shadows of the forest, something is seen hitting a tree. What is it? Where did it come from? Let's find out together. This strange creature was caught by a camera hidden in the forest. There's a blur image. It looks like the shape of a human hitting the tree. The camera zooms in, and you can see the creature a bit clearer. The camera focuses on the image some more, but this time it really looks like a monkey. Could this really be a strange, undiscovered creature, or is it just the shadow of a monkey minding its business? If I hear a tiny sound in a place that's supposed to be empty, I would fly out of that place immediately, not to talk of this terrifying loud sound. Watch this, and try to think of what you would do if you were in this exact situation. This man, who is a mushroom hunter, is in the forest, just doing his business, making videos of the mushrooms and how diverse they are. A loud voice is heard from a distance, leaving him frozen in fear. The sound doesn't sound pleasant at all. Whatever it is, he sure knows to run. Some other people might have tried to find out where the sound is coming from. What would you have done?
It's holding some water. I think it's time to go.
Imagine going to a forest for some reason. Then you see a mysterious wall in the middle of the forest. In a place where it is all clear trees, animals, and a serene environment, who could have built this as the middle of this forest? This guy is just walking in the forest, making videos of the environment. It looks like the normal forest setting, until the camera is raised for a proper view. You can see the wall and how high it is. It looks like there's a door or an opening by the far right of the wall. Was this built by humans? Or is it a mystery yet to be figured out? No one knows, at least for now. Check this out and see if you see what I see too. Some guys are chilling in the forest, and something weird catches their attention. They zoom in on the camera as they try to capture the weird movement.
Kind of just because we don't want to make a mess. Although it's really not our business anyways. Let's just say someone does come back here, right? Oh yeah.
By the far end of the video, this weird movement happens beside the tree with full green branches. Focus some more. You'd see the camera zoomed in again, and then you can see a black creature, which looks very much like a ghost. It peeks out from behind the tree, then hides back. Did you see it? These men are not delusional. It could be a shadow or some creature, whatever the case. That's very creepy. What's braver and riskier than walking in a very silent forest in the night? Walking in a forest like this is scary on its own. Talk more of taking a walk in the night. See what happened to this group of friends. These friends are walking in the forest when one of them notices a human-like creature, although it's not very clear, but you can see its leg. The creature looks like a spooky ghost.
What is that? We should get the hell out of here. I'm not...
It's becoming clearer. It looks like the creature is dancing or wiggling forward, and it is actually moving towards them. It gets blurry again and they can't see the creature well anymore. Their hearts are beating fast. This tension can cause a panic attack. They spot it again. What in the world is that? They're not sure if they've just seen a ghost or not. But if it's not a ghost, then what could it be? Here is a solid reason why you probably shouldn't think of going to the forest unharmed or without tools for possible emergency dangers. This is footage from a CCTV camera that was put on a tree. If you look down closely by the left side of this video, you will see a blurred video of an animal. It is moving and minding its business, then the camera draws closer to get a more detailed look. Its features become more visible. That's not just any animal, that's a tiger. A tiger in the forest shouldn't be a surprise. But capturing a video of this tiger reminds us of the dangers of going to the forest unprepared or unaware of these encounters. Do you think human conflicts can be very severe? Wait till you see this rare view of the epic struggle for survival in the wild. In this video, a trail cam captures an intense moment as a cougar takes down a white-tailed deer. The powerful predator moves swiftly, demonstrating its incredible hunting skills. This is a glimpse of the raw and unforgiving world of wildlife, where survival is a daily battle. After an intense battle, the cougar has snapped life out of the deer. Intriguing, but at the same time sad and scary. Well, at least the cougar got food for the day. We've witnessed so many strange things, but this one is truly unbelievable. Check this footage and see for yourself what has everyone puzzled. See that line by the right? You will be surprised that it's an exclamation mark. You want to know what's more surprising? It floats. The exclamation mark is seen floating from the right side of the forest to the left side. If this is not the strangest, creepiest video, I don't know what is. This movement was captured by a trail cam installed in the forest. It is said that the floating exclamation mark is located somewhere deep in the middle of a forest. A hungry rat is one desperate animal. It would bite into anything possible and find its way to get any food available. A certain man who was growing grapes noticed that after the fruits ripened, something was eating them, so he placed a trail cam on the fruit farm to catch the thief. Now watch the video closely. You'll see a tiny rat snacking on the fruits. This is fascinating to watch because you can see how the sneaky ways of the rat and how its survival skills are revealed. It shows the length some animals would go just to get food. Even animals hate when cameras intrude into their private life. A trail cam was installed in the forest as usual, capturing the serene environment and forest lifestyle. The cam begins to shake and the animal responsible for this comes into view briefly. The only feature visible is the black coat of the animal. Now it's getting clearer, and we see that it's a bear trying to take down the cam. It uses its claws, its teeth, and all its strength, trying to figure out how to take it down. It must really hate the cam. You will be shocked at what was found on this abandoned property through the trail cam. Take a look at this. In this video, incredible footage was discovered from a trail cam abandoned on someone's property. What it captured was astonishing. A massive mountain lion with long, fat horns. This unusual and rare sight leaves many questions. How did this mountain lion get such horns? Is it a mutation or something else? Where did it come from? How was the mountain lion able to fit into the building? Strange indeed. Deers are uncommon, so why then were they found in this person's home? The trail cam belonging to the son of the homeowner captures eerie-looking deers walking into the house. The cam is positioned in a way that captures the images of the deer well. 3 weird-looking deer cautiously entered the house, their unusual features casting eerie shadows. Their eyes glowed strangely in the dim light, and their movements were slow and deliberate. Deer are mostly found in forest areas, so why are they here on someone's property? Do you love wildlife creatures? Check out this unusual yet intriguing wildlife animal. A black wolf prowls through the fall forest, its dark silhouette contrasting sharply with the forest leaves. The wolf's piercing eyes and menacing presence create an eerie atmosphere as it moves silently among the trees. This rare and unsettling footage captures the wild beauty and fearsome nature of this predator. The wolf will surely navigate and dominate its territory. Strange moments captured by the trail cams in the forest can be amusing at times. See this funny, weird action done by some forest animal. You would think that these bears are just walking and going about their business, but as the family of bears are walking, it looks like one of the bears gets hooked to the tree. Turns out that that's not the case. The bear has actually figured out a way to scratch its itchy back. It uses the tree as a back scratcher. The way animals live in wildlife is astonishing. This is not what you see every day. Consider this a funny forest finding. Crazy things happen every day, but this is beyond crazy. How can a creature just appear from nowhere? Brace yourself up for this shocking event. You would think it's AI morphing, but watch again. It's real. This is a regular video of a deer, but if you observe well, there's something unusual about the standing position of the deer. It's like it's expecting something. Then it looks like the deer is trying to make a clone by dividing itself. Then suddenly, there's another deer on the field. How did this happen? What exactly happened there? If this isn't disturbing, I don't know what is. You know, not only human music concerts are melodious and enjoyable. Do you want to know what other concert there is? Watch this video. A trail cam captures an incredible scene, a group of coyotes singing together in the forest. Their haunting howls echo through the trees, creating a mesmerizing concert under the moon. This is just a uniquely rare footage of the social behavior of these elusive creatures. I think it's a communication code between the pack. This is one of the beauty and mystery of wildlife. I think they have given a classic performance and would like to retire. What an excellent performance. Even animals get curious. But what do they do when something out of the ordinary piques their interest? When a trail camera appeared, the wolf was initially cautious and hesitant. The device piqued his interest, yet he approached with fear. After careful examination and testing, the wolf's confidence grew. Eventually, he became bold enough to gently touch the camera with his nose. Wolves are naturally curious, but their curiosity is often overshadowed by their fear of new things. Imagine getting an amazing close-up look into wildlife. This man says he has been hunting for videos of mountain lions. He has been able to spot a mountain lion on his trail cam. The mountain lion seen in this video is very robust and has a sleek, muscular body with a long tail. Despite the blur of the video, the mountain lion's distinctive shape and posture are recognizable. How magnificent and fascinating this particular creature is!